Howdy, everyone. Welcome to another episode of The Phone Show. I hope you all had a fantastic weekend. And welcome. It's nice to see everybody again. I hope you all are doing well. I know times are really tough. And I hope that my show can bring a little bit of happiness to you and take your mind off of the day-to-day stuff that's going on. Hey, Eddie. Nice to see you. I'm sure he'll be here. Yep, it just got fired up. Yes, we are. Sorry about starting without you. Okay. Welcome, everyone.
Oh, there he is.
These round sanders come in darn handy because you can't get your sanding blocks and different things into here. And so I've had to make a lot of different little tools to do what I do. And one of the reasons I've made all these different things is because I want to make the best looking art that I can possibly make.
Then you want to make me mine because I'm the best looking art there could possibly be.
Well, we'll have to put you up on Discord and see what people think.
Sorry.
Hi, Grant. Nice to see you. Hope you had a good weekend.
Rocket's here. Oh, go ahead, Grant. Sorry.
Hi, Rocket. Nice to see you, Rocket. And what I'm doing here now is just touch-up stuff on the Warthog.
Warthog. Mike, what are you working on? Touch-up stuff?
Yeah, touch-up stuff. And you guys, off screen, I rebuilt the dog bones on this, and I reinforced them so that hopefully they will not come off again. But anyway, that's all part of what you have to do when you're learning how to build stuff with paper. Is there's things that happen that you need to work on off camera because it's just stuff that happens. Okay, and this is the gun, Master Chief's big gun that's going to go on the turret, which is going to go right here. And so this build is getting closer to being done. One other thing I have to do is I had to cut this opening because Master Chief's legs had to go in underneath here. And so I think what I'm going to do at this point is, I'm not sure.
GJ's in.
GJ, welcome to the show, GJ. Boy, I tell you what, it took me a long time to get my brain to work around GJ instead of JG. Oh, wow. Okay, so I'm going to close these in now for y'all because it's all part of the build process that is that I have to do. Doesn't always require attention quick, but it does now. I'm to the point where I've got to make the steering wheel for this monster truck. Okay, so.
GJ says you got it, Mike.
Well, thank you. I'm glad you think so. Because I tell you what, at times, this gets a bit daunting. And so I extrapolate a lot of dimensions from what I've done in the past. I got this now, this little piece right here fits in here just like this. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. How's the camera angle?
It's good. I don't know how low it is, but it is good.
Okay, well, it's reasonably close to where it was last week. Now, I've got this piece. I just cut this one. All right, now the cool thing about that is that goes there. This other piece, the other side of it, should fit right here. But when you're building things from scratch, they aren't always perfectly symmetrical. I'm not too shabby at what I do. That fits good. Okay, so now we need some Elmer's glue or PVA, because I'm to the point now where I just need to put this stuff on. Got that. I think this was the one that went there, yeah. Yeah, that's it. Okay. And you can't always put your glue on all your parts. You have this piece touches the headboard or the footboard here. So what I did was I just added a little bit of glue to it, because you want all your mounting points to be solid. Well, that has to, it's just like welding or anything else. Once you get something close to where you want it, you have to make sure it's all put in there accurately, or as accurately as possible. That goes on like that. And so, rather than put the glue onto the piece all the way around like this, I like to add that extra glue in there. And now, if you wish, you can do that. You can put a little bit more of your bonding agent here and here, and then set this down in place like that.
But Mike, I think.
What? Okay.
Mike, I think we should share our love with you and I. Let everybody know.
Well, I'm not willing to come out of the closet on you yet, Eddie.
Okay.
Okay, now the Master Chief was sitting in there like that, but I'm not quite sure where exactly I want that to go. That is pretty darn close. Did I get that on there right? I did, I think. Okay, where's the Master Chief going to sit? He's going to sit right like that. Okay, so what I'm looking at right now is I'm looking down in here to see where I need to mount his seat. And it looks like I need to put it right there. Okay, so now we're just going to pull this off of here, like so.
Mike, what happens if the car crashes? How does it fall out?
What happens if what crashes?
If the monster truck crashes?
Well, if the monster truck crashes, Master Chief should be good. He stays right in his seat. It's molded to his butt. So that should be all good as far as that goes. Anyway, yeah.
Glue him to his seat.
Doing what?
Did you glue him to the seat?
Oh, did I glue him to the seat? Nah, it formed fit to his butt. I used 10 layers of paper glued together and then formed around the Master Chief's bum. Just like that.
Render sent you 250 joules for a clap and a flower for 30 joules.
Oh, thank you very much for the jewels.
Happy poop for 10 joules. And combo times 2 happy poop for 10 joules.
Oh, thank you, Miranda.
Mike, I'm going to send you something too, my friend.
Okay.
Are you an engineer?
Well, I have no technical engineering degree, no. But I have been building all my life, and I started working with paper 16 years ago. And here it is 16 years later, and I can do some very amazing stuff with paper. And so I've been being called the paper engineer for many years now. And the thing behind that is this. I like what I do. I like building stuff that nobody else can make. my spatial perception is far enough out there that I think I can figure out how to do just about anything out of paper.
Eddie sent you a flower, happy poop, and 100 for a bunch of tools.
Aw, thank you guys very much for your support. Thank you all for your support, for coming into my show every week and watching the show. And thank you all for sharing me with others. And what?
Enjoy that one.
What is it? Another poop emoji?
A happy seal.
A happy seal.
Send clapping for 2 jewels.
Aw. Thank you guys very much. Now, this is just a grocery bag, okay? But it molds well. And so what I'm doing here is, once I get this to where it'll go into place, once I get it at the right size, because I've got to add more to the back of this. And oops, one thing I got to do. See, the way things work with paper, it can't compound bend. All right, so there's a couple ways to fix that. One way is to just let's get him out of here. Okay, if I just snip this like so. Now what that'll do is that relieves the tension, and that will let that go together like this. Okay, so to make it go together properly, you put Master Chief back in place, or any other action figure, and then you just do this with it. You put your thumbnails in there. Okay, so what I have to do at this point is I have to take this here dental tool, and I have to get some of that glue off of there, and I put it between these joints like that, and then I just hold it down and let it attach, because what this is going to do is this form fits it better. Now the glue will not stick to Master Chief. It'll only stick to the paper. There, that takes that little divot out. Now what I want to do is I want to, okay, let's go this direction. I want to get my dimensions for this. And there it is, just like that.
Yeah, just explain what it is because you're making one.
What I am making right now, you guys, is I am making the seat to Master Chief for the monster truck, for the Warthog. And it takes many layers of paper glued on top of itself and formed so that it will fit properly to Master Chief's bum. And it's a little too long. Okay, so that's easy enough to do. You just trim a piece off it. Okay, so how do I want to do this? I think what I want to do is I want to cut this in half. All right, this is too wide. So you just trim it down like so. And make sure you got a glue rag. This is what I classify as a glue rag. All right, it is just a paper bag from a grocery store, and you put your glue on the part that you're going to get ready to put in place, and you wipe the excess glue off your fingers. Take your tweezers, grab this piece, because it has to go in here just like this. Now, once that starts to go there, then you bring it around like this, and then it folds over on the ends, just like that.
Someone says you're very talented.
Well, thank you very much. I've been building stuff since I was a little kid. Now, that did not fit right. That did not fit right. While it's still malleable, I'm going to add a little bit more of this extra glue on here, and I'm going to refit this.
Just tell them about the membership.
Hey everybody, if you would like to learn how to do this more so than just watching the show, we have memberships, and you can get a membership, and it gives you tutorials. It gives you access to our Discord site, so that you can go and show pictures of what you build. And it doesn't matter what you build. You could be an artist, painter, a sculptor. You know, you might build model kits or Warhammer. Anything that you make, like GJ, he works with metal. All right, you can post what you do over on our Discord site so that I can see it and everybody else in the show can see it that have memberships. So thank you all for joining and for following me. That's very cool, you guys. Thank you very much.
Hey, Nuchu, lick my balls.
Uh-oh, we got a troll in the show, everybody. Sick 'em.
Hannah is it?
Hannah, nice to see you, Hannah. I hope you had a good weekend. Okay, now this piece is going to go right here. Now, something that I get one edge to fit correctly, then I have to trim it a little bit. No, I don't actually have to trim that one. How is that? That one's doing okay. And that goes around there. Now, what I do is I add the bonding agent. And it depends on what you want to do. You can put the ink down or you can put it up. It doesn't matter. Because once you paint everything, all this stuff disappears. All right.
Someone gave you a thumbs up, Mike.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you for the thumbs up, you guys. And now,
Oh, but I lick my own gravy from the toilet, Mike.
well, that's kind of what mutts do.
Oh, Eddie, you should see if there's any surveillance stuff in your house. How do they know that?
How do they know that? Absolutely, that's a good point. How would they know that?
Mom's always over here cleaning my dishes and cleaning my floors.
And cleaning your... Oh, never mind. Okay. And all this is it's a layering process, you guys. The seat itself, this part that holds his bum in place, that's 10 layers, all glued together. And as it was gluing together, I would form it around his thighs so that it keeps him in place. And then up around here, that was also formed. Now, after 10 layers of it, then I let it dry under the fan for a day. And what it did was it become a very stiff section, stiff enough to where it'll actually hold the Master Chief in place. I mean, I can shake it hard enough to knock him out of there, but it's not very easy. And considering this is going to be inside the vehicle, chances of him getting knocked out of there is really, really, really thin. I don't like that one. Okay. I didn't like the way that looked, so I trimmed it off. And that one actually went up in there better, so I'm not going to trim that one off. And now, once this stuff dries in here, I have all kinds of different sanding blocks. All right. Like this one right here that I made close to 16 years ago. Now, all I've got to do is start doing this with it. And what that's going to do is it's going to take all the edges off. And so when I paint his seat, this looks like it's one solid part. Who's in? Edric? Titan, welcome to the show. I hope you had a good weekend. What? Edric? I know. I'm learning Mandarin, you guys. It helps when you get the inflections right on the words. And so, ni hao, everyone. In case you don't know what that means, that is Mandarin for hello. I'm gonna try and use a little bit of Mandarin every day in the show. That way, it helps me learn the language. I have dyslexia, everybody, and it makes it very difficult to learn language. I tried learning Spanish in school, couldn't do it. Well, I probably could do it, but the kids gave me so much grief that I just didn't try really hard. But now, I try every morning when I get up to study a little bit of Mandarin. Say what?
Someone's saying shisha.
Shisha.
Thank you.
Yes, I think that's, yeah, exactly. I think that's what that means.
Derek, read that chat I just put.
And in case you want to know, wu shi Michael. That means my name is Michael. And I don't always get it right. I've got a little young man at a restaurant that is helping me with pronunciations on things, because I'm not getting the she right. I've got my tongue in the wrong location or something. I'm not getting that right, and he told me that last time I was there. But I'm learning, and it's a slow process. I study every day, and it still is sluggish. That's okay. I don't mind. I got a long life yet to live, and I'm going to get this.
So 2 questions, Mike. Do you remember someone called Ernie from TikTok?
Ernie from TikTok? No, maybe. Ernie and Bert from TikTok. You know what? Ernie, what did we talk about? Did we talk about anything in particular? That would help me remember.
And then somebody wants to know what materials you use.
What materials I use? This is just a grocery bag from the store. I use junk mail, and but everything that I build with starts with this chipboard. Now, don't confuse this with particle board. It's not the same. Chipboard, okay? And it's not cardboard. It's malleable paper. Anyway, everything I build starts with this stuff. And what you do is you just have to keep working things down and sanding on them and getting them to fit better. And what happens is you end up having a molded piece of paper that fits exactly where you want it to fit. And the reason I'm being so meticulous about this is because once it's painted, then you can't do any more with it.
Someone's saying, yay, Halo, I'm playing the tabletop game tonight. This looks awesome.
Oh,
It's amazing on the table.
yeah, it does.
Shut up.
And the cool thing about tabletop is, oh boy,
Hold on a second here.
if you brought this thing to the tabletop game and put it down there, people would absolutely go bananas.
Mike,
What?
he messaged Miranda through the app and said what happened to Mike, and she sent him over here to YouTube. So give him a shout out for coming over here and following you.
Who is it?
Ernie.
Ernie. Yeah. I
Grant.
thank you, Ernie, very much for coming over. I've been here since I left TikTok. Here, let me raise this up just a little bit so that you can get a better view of what's going on.
What?
Oh, Master Chief's not glued in yet. But anyway, this is a rotary gauze gun. I still got a lot of work to do on this turret. This all comes off, you guys, so I can work with it. One of the things I have to do is put an ammo belt on it. And I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do that. Oh, wow. But anyway,
When he says you guys spoke about your garden and about putting batteries in your projects.
yes, matter of fact, I did talk about putting batteries in my projects, and I have been doing that. I will show you right now. This has a battery box in it. All right, there is the battery right there. So now we turn this thing on.
Hi, Grandpa.
Hi, grandkid. Nice to see you. Welcome to the show. That goes in there. That goes back there. That goes in there like that. Okay, now here's what this looks like. I made the headlights on this. I formed them on a Sharpie. Back of a Sharpie. I used toilet paper and Elmer's glue, or I think this was paper towel and Elmer's glue, and I wrapped it around here and let them dry. And that made the headlights, or the spot lamps, or whatever you want to call those. And so, yes, I'm learning more cool things.
It just says that he started the turret on his tank. And it says that the 0.9 also is using a 6.5 by 5.7 casing, which is the 45 basically instead.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, turn that back off because I don't need it running. Put that back on there. And it's just a real simple clip that I made to hold the battery box shut. This is the hinge here that I used to build that with.
This guy.
And so, this is where I'm at. No, probably ought to do a little bit of paint on here because I got to.
Yeah, but I'm trying to see his YouTube names. Didn't he come in last week asking a bunch of stupid shit? We don't ban people just for... Mike, let people know we don't ban people just for coming in and saying hi.
Yeah, we don't ban people for coming in and saying hi. If you were banned for saying hi, you were not. You're fibbing. So we don't do that.
Ernie also wanted to know how's your cat.
How's what?
Your cat.
Oh, Cupcake? Cupcake's doing okay. I think she's back on her perch sleeping. And you have to do touch-up stuff, everybody. You can't get away from it. It's way with model kits in every degree. If you're a painter, you understand touch-up work. It's all things that happen. And that's what I'm working on right now, is I'm doing some touch-up work. I had to build these retainers out of paper, and they're spring clips, everybody. I'll show you how those spring clips work as soon as I'm done touching this up. And something it does, too, is it shows you defects that you need to fix. Like there's a dent right here and a lump right there. So I need to take those down. But anyway, once that is done, I'll show you here just a second. Okay, now take Master Chief out of there. All right, I had to be able to get Master Chief in and out of the cockpit of this thing. So I know what a spring clip is. They're like on valves. The stem of the valve. They lock that in. It keeps the valve from floating. Anyway, this is a spring clip made out of paper, and I'll show you how they go on here. These just push on. They're just pressure. You just put the pressure on like that, and they open up and go right on. And so the body actually stays right on the monster truck, so that when it's completed, it looks accurate.
CJ says, even watching that build from the start, seeing how you do it, still amazes him.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. It you can do this too. Anybody that gets a bronze membership, you can go see the tutorials. And we got a new tutorial up on how to make swizzle sticks. Just in case you guys are interested, we're getting our webpage up and running. It's called paperarmy.net. These will be for sale on paperarmy.net, along with a lot of other things. If you go there, you can also vote for the fan build for next year. And so anyway, these are swizzle sticks. Do not get them confused with lightsabers. They may look like one, but they're swizzle sticks. And if you want to use these in your coffee or on a drink or something like that, you have to have FK100 food grade epoxy. You paint them with food grade epoxy, and that means you can stick them in anything. You could put marshmallows on them, stick a cookie on them, go in your coffee. But you have to use that food grade epoxy on this stuff. But anyway, we will have a disclaimer on the channel. Paperarmy.net. I will have things for sale there. Anyway, okay, back to this point. I do believe I need some of this. Uh-oh, where'd it go? Oh, no. Uh-oh, what'd I do with it? Oh, there it is. Found it, Coach. Now, you will not see this because the spring clip will be covering this. But I leave things like this unpainted because I can show people, look, this is the paper spring clip that I made. It's even got writing from the junk mail that I used. And so there are little things you can do to help people to understand that you work with paper. Because
Mike, can we see something cool?
oh, you want to see something cool? Okay, just a second. Before I paint that, then I will show you something cool because I got some cool stuff. All right, let's change the angle of this a bit because I don't want to never leave your paint laying around open, because if you bump it and knock it over, it ruins parts. It gets on everything, and then you're busy doing a bunch of cleanup, and oh man. So, always put the lids on your paint. Here is a Star Destroyer. All right, now, this Star Destroyer is 11,300 and, I don't know, 50 plus pieces of paper. All hand cut and fit by me and put together. And you can, if you take a lot of screenshots of this thing, you will never find any of these modular pieces I put in here alike, unless they were alike in the picture, because I did this from a picture. And so this was an over 500-hour build, everybody. This is not something you want to take on and get done quick. It won't happen.
This is true engineering, getting maximum strength out of the lightest materials.
Yes, absolutely. That is absolutely correct. I cross-member things and I bridge stuff up. It's years and years of building. I have learned the proper way to build things. Now, people that come in here and they say, "Are you a real engineer?" Well, I don't know. What do you think? I think I'm a real engineer. I don't have a degree in engineering, but I have practical knowledge in engineering correctly. And so I've done drafting in my lifetime. I built houses and frames and cars, and I've worked a lot of different jobs, and all of those jobs have helped me learn how to do stuff. It's like pleating paper, okay? I can pleat paper and make it go together extremely well. I learned pleating when I was doing custom upholstery.
I wanted to ask you, Mike, that little hammerhead that you've got, isn't it scaled similar to your big Star Destroyer?
You mean my Tantive? You mean this one? Oh, you mean
It,
the big hammerhead?
no, not the big one. I'm thinking about because I didn't know there was a tantrum. I thought it was a hammerhead. Would
No,
that be similar to the scale for the Star Destroyer? Like
this
when you hold
one
it next to the Star
this one
Destroyer.
is, yes, but it's a little too big. So
Uh,
I can't put it in the bottom of the big Star Destroyer. It's about a half an inch too long. But now, this is what Grant's talking about. I got this Star Destroyer right here, this little one. All right, we played this in the game. All right, now I made. I wanted to get the guys in trouble, and so I came on Monday and I gave them all work lists. And one guy hired on to Princess Leia's Tantive, and they didn't know that this scenario was coming up. Anyway, I wanted them to have to break somebody out of prison, and he hired on to the Tantive, which I knew Darth Vader's Devastator was going to catch it. Anyway, so it did, and the whole thing was when I was GMing, I came in on Monday, and or and I gave them all lists, and the guy hired on to the Tantive. Now about a week later, the Tantive got caught. Well, on that Monday, I handed out, comment sheets to all the guys. It the guy that was working on this Tantive, I said, now you can't talk to the guys no matter what at all. You are in prison at bias because your ship was trapped by Darth Vader and caught. And none of the guys got to figure it out. And he'd just shrug his shoulders when they'd ask, why aren't you saying anything? He'd just shrug his shoulders. He didn't say a word. They loved the way I GM'd the show so much that they did exactly what it said on the paperwork. And it took him 2 weeks. He never said a word for 2 weeks before they finally figured out where he was and I let him talk.
your work. Could you do droid from Star Wars?
Could I do a droid from Star Wars? Well, let me think. Probably yes. I can do a droid from Star Wars. Out of paper? Absolutely. I'll show you something right here. See these? See these little rockets that R2's got for when he wants to fly around, he can? Those are made from valve stems. Yep. 4 little valve stems that I got. I had to repair some wheelbarrows. And in the repair process, I had to put new tires on them. Well, I had to let the air out of the old ones. And so I kept the valve stems out because I knew I could use them for something. And so I repurposed those valve stems. And this is spring-loaded. Goes up inside just like that. And, oh, yes, of course, I have his little buddy, 3PO.
Scobie is in.
Hi, Scobie. Nice to see ya. How's Joy doing? How's your geese? How's your parrot? Oh, it's not a parrot. It's a cockatiel. Or cockatoo. Wait a minute. Which one is it? I had fun at the toy show with you guys. Okay, let's see here. Back to working on this. Uh-oh. What I should probably do is finish this front section. Uh-huh.
GJ says that just off topic, but he's saw a video recently of what Mercury does to aluminium.
Really? What does mercury do to aluminum? Aluminium?
Completely deteriorates its structure, turns it into basically like a dried out piece of bread. It just crumbles in your hand.
Wow.
But you don't have to heat it up or anything. Just leave it on aluminium. And the funny thing is, it's not just where the mercury touches it, it goes all the way through, it permeates the entire aluminum.
Sure, it sucks into it. Hi, Miranda. How you doing? Uh-oh, she was just sitting there taking Eddie's spot. Eddie just kicked Miranda out of his chair. I mean, her chair. Wait a minute, it's his chair. That's crazy how that sucks in there like that.
Yeah, you don't even see it. Only the spot where the mercury touches the aluminum, you'll see a deformation or something different. But when you actually take the mercury off, a massive section is chewed up.
Huh.
Someone says, yeah, they're mad about how Mr. Beast has millions of views and is talentless, but
Well, hey, you guys, here's the deal with Mr. Beast. He's got a good program, whatever it is, however he's doing what he does. And, yeah, he's kind of talentless. I think he's a singer, though, isn't he?
no, he's a philanthropist.
Oh, well, how'd he get all his money?
Philanthropy and viral videos. Joy's in.
Hi, Joy. Nice to see ya. I'm glad I had a chance to see all your geese and chickens and everything. That's very cool. Okay, so what I want to do here, and hey guys, if anybody knows Mr. Beast, tell him we love him, and I hope he can see my show someday.
Your paper models are better than paper degrees hanging in a frame on the wall. Good day with big respect.
Oh, that's cool. Thank you very much. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm putting in this piece. All right, because I need a stop so that this doesn't go down too far. And that's probably not deep enough. Okay, hold on. You got to grab this, got to put it on here like that, and I got to see where, okay, it needs to stop right there. Okay, so that means what I have to do, because it can go any height, it can turn this way, but it can't, oh, wait a minute. Let's see here.
Where do you get your plans from?
My plans are a picture. Yeah, I just take a picture, and once I get the picture, then I start building. And so there's no plans. I just build this all from scratch. Okay, so that's pretty much where I need it. Okay. So, see here? Now, that's... Ni hao. Ni hao, Eddie.
I'll pick up John Denver from the airport.
Oh, then you have to say Zaijian.
No, I have to say, country roads, take me home to a place where I belong. Paper Engineers Channel. Sorry.
Thank you very much, Eddie.
Discovery says that he found a unicorn from his childhood at the show. A 49 Mercury custom 1/24th scale model in purple with yellow flames by Hot Wheels.
Oh, that's cool, Scovey. Did you get it?
Yeah, he says it was over $150 30-ish years ago, got it for $35.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's a heck of a deal.
So what picture are you using, and do you use multiple?
Yes, if I can get multiple pictures, I do. Now, the Warthog pictures I had, I went on YouTube, and I found a guy that had multitudes of Warthog pictures from all different forms of it. And so that's what I had, and I would pull it up on my laptop every time I started building on this, and that's where I got my inspiration for this Warthog.
Maurice is here.
Hi, Maurice. Nice to see you. Welcome back. I hope you had a good weekend. Matter of fact, I hope everybody had a good weekend. I had a fantastic weekend. I met Scovie and Joy at the toy show. And we had a very, very good visit.
My relatives.
And
Did you go through to their farm, Mike?
yes, I did. I got to go to their farm. Absolutely.
Yeah.
What? Huh.
I don't know.
Oh,
I can't see your head.
hey, Eddie, just remember when you go diving off the pier, don't dive the short end.
Mike, this is a welding hat, not a swim cap.
Oh, it's a welding cap.
Forget it, Mike.
Honestly, you guys, it looked like a swim cap. But then he had it on sideways like a wrapper or something. So
I'll be back. Oh my God.
maybe he's trying to be a Mars bar or something. Okay, now those two pieces will actually fit right in here like this. And what that does is when those are glued in place, that will stop this gun from dropping too low.
Will it go boom?
Brrr. Yeah, it goes like that.
Oh, you must have Mike from Maurice.
Oh, Maurice, I'm doing good. Thank you very much. I hope you and your family are well. And I hope you had a good weekend this weekend. Okay. And now we're just going to put that on there and see how this looks. Okay, that's a little bit out of position. So what I want to do is I want to trim this corner down just a touch. And that's where, I tell you what, this Dremel light has been just amazing for building stuff. Because you can bevel your edges just like this. And what that does is that gives you a finished look when you paint it. It makes it look like it's a part that was specially built for that. And I learned that, believe it or not, I learned how to do that when I built the USS Arizona for the auction in Tacoma. Okay, let me see. What do I need? I need this one. And I built all kinds of sanding blocks, you guys. All kinds of them.
No, it's an exact replica.
What's that?
Someone wants to know if it's an exact replica.
Well, it was an exact replica as I could make from a picture. The screws worked. All of the anti-aircraft guns worked. They raised up and they would go back and forth. The turrets worked. All three main guns on all three turrets would go up and down individually. And so, yeah, it was as much of a replica as I could make out of paper.
DJ says a word of advice for potential paper engineers: don't use chipboard from beer packets. You want to cut straight.
Oh, I didn't know that. It's very difficult to cut things correctly, you guys. It takes practice. Now, I've been doing this now for 16 years. And I worked with sheet metal, heavy iron. I worked with cars and trucks and boats and things, houses. So I've had a lot of building experience in my lifetime. And all that building experience has given me the ability to do things with paper that's like unbelievable. But it's practice. You have to practice. If you don't practice, it's like anything else. You don't get good at it. It's just like what I've been doing right there. There was a little bit of an edge on that piece and it wouldn't sit down right. And so I trimmed it off. Now I do this to the other side just to make it look the same. Because your symmetry, when people are looking at your stuff, they're going to see the symmetry. And so the nicer you make a left side and a right side fit together, the better your symmetry is, the more people are going to just be amazed at what you do. Now, if you want to learn this, everybody, all you have to do is get a membership. Or you can come to the show and watch the show. I teach all the time. But anyway, one of the things I do is I put out tutorials. And you have to have a bronze membership to get to the tutorials. You can have gold and silver as well. There, that piece is there. Now I have a stop that will make that barrel not go down and shoot the back of the head off of the guy that's driving. These are all little things that you learn how to do over time. I'm just holding that in place to make sure it bonds correctly. I think I've got it, Coach. All right, now let's try it over here on here to make sure that's working. Okay, there it is. And at that angle, it looks like it won't even shoot the front of the Warthog, but it will shoot something right in front of the Warthog. All right, and that's working really, really well. Okay, now that'll dry. Whoa! Now what I have to do is I have to look at this to see how well it's coming along. Okay, now, the thing about what I'm doing right there is I won't know how perfect that is until it actually gets some paint on it. Which means I have to do this over here, you guys. If you're going to watch, you're going to have to watch me paint for a minute. Because I've got to figure out whether or not I have to add more paper to this seat. And so, we're just going to get this done really as quickly as I possibly can. And so then I can go ahead and put Master Chief in here and see how well he sits down inside this. I think he's going to be fine. I don't think I need any more back here on the back. I think we're good.
Put the camera lower, Mike.
Yeah, I can bring the camera down. Absolutely. And as you can see, when you start painting this stuff, folks are asking me all the time, how do you get such good detail? All right, well, one thing I know is, see, I got this little piece that runs right across here, and it stops right there. Well, what that does is when the paint dries, that you'll actually see that. It'll look like it's a manufactured part. And those are the optical tricks that you need to do when you're building something. Okay. And now that just about covers everything there. I think what I'm going to do is add a little bit more to here and across the front like so. Now, this is as far down as yellow is going to go, and I'll paint the base of this down here, and on the front of it will be painted black. Because it all fits underneath, underneath this chair. It all fits underneath. And by doing that, by painting it black like that, it makes it look more like a realistic vehicle. Okay, now I don't think I need to do anything else to that. I have to let it dry and then figure out what I need to do to touch it up. And a lot of times, if you've built this correctly, you won't need to touch anything up. Okay, that's done. Alrighty, now what do I want to do? Oh yeah, black. I need black. I got to do the black. I can't get around it. I've got to get there now. Okay. cleaning off your brushes and stuff. That's really important because you don't want to have to buy new stuff. All right, it's times are tough, and you can't afford to buy new stuff. Is Joy and Scobie still in?
Yeah, they busy having a chat about. I actually don't know. I lost it a while back. Something about trembling their fingers and rocket sucking on glue or something. I don't know.
Hey, everybody. Joy and Scobie, fantastic human beings. I went up to their farm and got to see all their little critters. They got deer and ducks, and they got geese and squirrels. Just was a really nice, relaxing afternoon.
Have you ever made anything from G.I. Joe?
I have not made anything from G.I. Joe. That was always something very cool that I should have built, but I never had a chance to get to it. And I need your help. If you can learn how to do this, I would love to have you make something from G.I. Joe. I think that would be so cool. Okay. Now, the black here, it doesn't have to be perfect because it's always going to be basically covered up. Because the Master Chief will be sitting in the Warthog driving it. And so, anyway, yeah.
Joe says you're such a sweetheart, Mike.
Oh, thank you, Joy. So are you, your whole family, all your critters.
I'm saying they kind of want to make a hovercraft.
A hovercraft? Oh, that would be so cool. Yeah, or that G.I. Joe tank, that high-speed tank that they had was really neat. The one that Rock was driving?
Yes.
Yeah, I wanted to build one of those. I really do.
This guy is so clever.
Thank you, everyone, for joining the phone show. And thank you for following me, everybody. And for putting up all the likes you guys do. But I especially want to thank you for the follows. We're trying to get to 100K. And with your help, we'll get there. Okay. I am just about done with this, at least for the first coat. Now, I do not paint this bottom piece because it has to be glued in place. And when you paint stuff, the glue doesn't attach very well. You have to rough it up. And it's also a part of pride where I can show people. I said, look at this. See that paper down there? I said, this whole thing is made the same way. Bits and pieces of paper.
Do you use thinners in your paint to keep it good?
Do I use what?
Thinners.
Oh, thinners? Yeah, it's acrylic paint. I just put some water in it. I've got paint that I still use that is 16 years old. And when it gets a little stiff, all I got to do is add some water to it. It's that simple. Acrylic paint is super durable. It has, if you keep water on it and don't let it dry out, I think acrylic paint is forever paint. It'll never go bad on you. Oh, not done yet. Come on now. Now I got to do these.
Joy wants to know if you ever consider using those magnetic stands that allow things to float to build a hovercraft that could hover over a stand.
I have, Joy, I have thought of that. I haven't done it, as you know. But yes, I have thought about that because I have a lot of little builds that would look very cool built that way.
Revel acrylic paint, but it has these like hard balls that's pasty.
Revell acrylic? Interesting. I didn't know. All right. So, and hey guys, this is getting very close to being complete. I have to make sure the seat's in. I have to get the steering wheel in it. But it is very close to being done. And when I'm finished with this, everybody, I'm going to be working on the Star Destroyer and the Hammerhead Corvette, because those are going to be an amazing build on their own. And I learned something from a painter many years ago. If you bring your brush towards you, it is easier to paint straight.
1 hour, Mike.
1 hour of the show left, you guys, and then I gotta go. Uh-oh, that piece moved. How'd you move out of there? That shouldn't have moved, not at all. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to fix that. But it's in a place that is easy to fix. Okay, okay.
So Mike Rocket had ended up with Eric's finger, and now Eric's finger is typing for Rocket. A whole lot of rubbish.
Oh no. Oops. That sucks.
Yeah, Rocket's training his finger to do its bidding.
Oh. Well, I tell you what, Rocket, with practice you can train anything. I think.
I'm pretty sure Rocket uses it.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh well. And thank you for coming back, Rocket. Nice to see you again. And this is finishing touches, you guys. We are getting down to where this build is just about done. And so now all of the things that I'm doing right now is just little touch-up stuff and finish work. And as you've been watching this build continue on, it is turning out, because when I first started with this, you couldn't tell what it was. There was no way. You just couldn't tell. And that's basically the way it is with everything that you build. At first, you can't tell what it is.
Hannah has to go.
All right, Hannah. Take care, young lady. Okay, I got to fix that. I can't do this. Oh, man, it's just too hot in here. Oh, wow. Turn that down. Whew.
When you go to second, Mike, how about you show some Star Trek stuff?
Okay, yeah, I can do that. I will in just a second. Let me get the lid on this baby so I don't spill it. And believe me, you guys, I have spilt paint. It stinks. It really, really, really stinks because it ruins stuff. Okay, let's let those dry. And let's show a piece here. Okay, I got it back here. This is my Enterprise. The NCC 1701. I built this, when did I build this? 2017. Your stands need to come off, you guys. They have to. Otherwise, you can't play with them and show people how tough they are. Matter of fact, I knocked this off its perch Friday or Saturday, and it didn't break. It just bounced on the floor because, structurally speaking, I build things structurally correct, and it's important that you do the same. If you want your toys to last or your sculptures to last, you have to build them structurally correct. If you do not, they will not. And that's a good thing I think I should say. If you do not, they will not. And this, that was 2017 on the Enterprise. This bird of prey was done in, when did I do this? Oh, I forgot to put the date on here. What in the heck is wrong with me?
A few months ago.
Yeah, it was a few months ago. I've been 2 months on the Warthog. Aw, November, September, October, November. So September. I did this in September.
Dread Pickle is in.
Who is?
Dread Pickle.
Dread Pickle. Welcome back, Dread.
Is there a build you wish you could rebuild with everything you know now? That's a good question.
That is a good question. Actually, no, I wouldn't want to rebuild anything. Okay, January, February, September, October, September. So that's 8. 8, September, October is 10. So 9. This was done in 9, 2025. 9. And let's just put a number here, 11, 9. No, that's not right. Oh, doggone it. 9 of 25. That's good enough. I would not rebuild anything that I have because it would kind of defeat the purpose in doing it right the first time. But anyway, a bird of prey. And the engine compartment also doubles as a battery box for the lights. There's a switch down there. Probably ought to turn this off. There we go. Anyway.
Derek says you should have all that information on the card you made for that build.
Yes, but I can't find the card, Derek. I don't know what I did with it. Oh, boy. I usually keep everything handy. All right, like this is the monster truck parts list and hours that I've been working on, and
Sorry, Mike. Scobie said you should build a bigger Falcon, and he says I asked him if he saw your big one, but he hasn't seen your big one.
I better show that. Yeah. Okay. And Scobie, I spent. This is where I teach everybody it doesn't take patience. It takes dedication. Okay. This build took me 365 hours. That is basically 1 hour a day for a year. There's over 3,000 parts on this thing. Even though I tried counting them up one time and I come up with over 2,600, but I know that's not right because it was 365 hours. That means there's about 3,500 pieces. And so, it's hollow, everyone. It's because I have a superstructure inside and a lot of greebles on this thing. Fun fact, I built the guns, these quad laser cannons. I built the guns for this first, which I learned was a mistake because once I got the Falcon built and was ready to put the guns on, I pulled the guns out and they were too big. One of the guys who was watching me build this, he said, just put them on anyway. I said, I can't do that. It would look bad. And I don't have bad looking stuff. But anyway, these cables or tubing is all just paper clips that I straightened out and fit. And then I put little pieces of paper next to them, and then I put a little paper dot on top of it. Made it look like it said like bolted right in. These pieces right here, those are straightened out staple. All of these little things in here, all them little things here, those are all cut down paper clips. And so,
You got high five for 100 joules.
thank you very much for the high five. Thank you all for your support, you guys. I appreciate it a lot. It helps the business out a bunch. Now, I noticed something the other day. Okay, this piece right here is broke. Okay, but the easy thing about this is it's paper. All I got to do is put a little glue in there. See there? See how it's separated? I just put a little glue in there and it'll glue right back down. I got another one over here that's doing the same thing. That's the cool thing about paper toys or paper art. If it starts coming loose, uh-oh, the communications array comes off like the real one. Anyway, it's paper. It's easy to fix. And the cool thing about using greebles, like what I did here and over here, unless you have an actual picture of the Millennium Falcon in your hand when you're looking at this, you can't tell the difference between this one and the real one. Now, I made them look extremely similar. And so it's one of those kind of things that I like being as close to accurate as possible. There's 4 chairs in the cockpit, just like in the real Falcon. So that's the cool thing about building stuff. 365 hours to build this. Uh-oh, there's another broken one down there. Well, one of these days, I'm going to have to repair that on the show. I'm not going to do it today.
And DJ would love to see the dozer again.
They want to see what again?
DJ wants to see the dozer.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And that's something that I need to do maybe next year, is build another piece of heavy equipment. This was my father's John Deere 550 crawler. And matter of fact, my sister still has it on the property. It still works. It looks a lot rougher than it did when I was a kid, but it's done a lot of work. Now, these are not good tracks. I build tracks now exceedingly well compared to what these were made like. These did not turn out well. But anyway, that's okay. I was still learning a lot. But my dad was stunned. When I sent this home to him, he could not believe it. He would sit there for hours and just look at it and try to figure out how in the world I made this. Yeah, it's just one piece of paper at a time. But I would like to build a track hoe. I've been wanting to do that for a long, long time. A Komatsu or a John Deere, not a John Deere, or a Cat. So anyway, that might be something I have to do this coming year. But I got a fan build coming up first, you guys. Please go to paperarmy.net. That is right. Did I get that right? paperarmy.net. And vote for what you would like to see me build. Oh, look at that. I missed a place.
Scovey says he had a 3D puzzle of the Falcon when he was a kid, but before he could finish it, the cat chewed it up.
Oh, wow. Scobie, I'm sorry to hear that. Doggone it. I've seen those 3D puzzles.
Edric would like to know if you could please show all the tanks. He specifically wants to see the turret swivel. He's building his, so I'm sure he wants to understand how it works.
Yes. Okay. All of the tanks. This was my first tank turret that I built. All right. Now, when I built this, I had to build the turret into the body. All right, and that's what I did. Is I used a few sheets of paper with there's a pin in the middle, and the pin in the middle made the top piece rotate on the bottom piece. Okay, so actually inside this body part is a plate, a round plate like this that turns with this. All right, and so that's what keeps this one in place. It won't come off. I have decided since I built this, because this was tough to build, and I decided not to do that anymore. So I never built another tank for a long time. And then I got to building this one, right here. All right, I got to building this tank, and the turrets I used an old ink pen body. That's what's inside here is an old ink pen body, and then just a peg. That makes them extremely strong, and the turrets work really, really good, and they never will how do you say it? They'll never break. All right, because you can build those pegs extremely strong, and it will let everything turret the way it should. And so that's the way I've done turrets now for quite a while. All right, and it works really good. Now, this one I didn't have an old ink pen body, so what I did was I built my peg into here. Now, I don't think it'll show. Well, it kind of shows. You see down inside here? All right, this peg here runs clear up to here. And then I used Elmer's glue and a paper towel, and I formed it around this peg. A lot of it. Okay, so what you've got is, it's super strong. It won't come loose. Then, as I built this, I got it to fit the size I wanted. Then I used beeswax on this piece. I put beeswax on this piece so that it would not gall up with this, because I had to make a paper. I had to make a paper tube, and so I started gluing and wrapping paper round and round and round and round. And what I ended up with is this piece that this slides down into. Now, because I used beeswax on this, it will never gall up and get sticky or lock up on you. And there are tanks.
You watch Red Dwarf.
Did I watch Red Wolf?
Red Dwarf.
Oh, Red Dwarf. I did 50 years ago. I watched the Red Dwarf. Okay, I don't want to get more paint out. Sharpies, they come in really handy sometimes when you want to do touch-up without having to pull your paints out. It's a quick fix, and it works well. Okay, so now we're going to put Master Chief back in the seat. All right, so, uh-oh. What am I doing here? Aw. Darn it. I do not like tracking paint. It makes cleanup on your vehicle or anything else you're doing a pain in the backside, that's for sure. Okay, just rub that off of there. All right. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to put this on here like that. And that is where it sits, I do believe.
Rocket wants to know how often do you buy Sharpies?
I don't buy Sharpies very often at all, Rocket. I have a few of them because I use them for all kinds of stuff. Like whenever I'm going to make windows or like the taillights on this, I use a red Sharpie I take tissue paper and I put it. I can show you how to do that, you guys. That's something I could probably show you right now. It's really, really good. This is an interesting trick that I built or learned how to do. Yeah, take any kind of tape, clear tape like this. Okay, wait a second. Let's not use that tape. let's just use this tape.
Pour some water.
Okay. Clear tape. This happens to be Scotch. All right. I got this. Now, let's see. Where's my, where is that paper? There it is. Is that it? Yeah, here it is. Okay, see this? This is tissue paper. You take your tape and you put it on your tissue paper like this. Okay, so now you've got tissue paper with tape on it. All right, and I happen to have bought a bunch of Sharpies over the years, and I have these right here. All right, now, do what? Lower the camera. There we go. Anyway, as you can see, I put the tape on that right there. Now, I want to make a red lens for like a tail light. Red Sharpie, and I just color the paper like that. Now, you can do this with any color. You can see how it went through. Well, what this gives you is, this gives you the illusion of plastic. And now, let's turn on a light here. Let's turn this light off, turn this light on. As you can see, the light shines right through it. That gives you, and you can do this with amber, red, blue, green, it doesn't matter what it is. Okay, what that does is, that gives you your tail lights or headlights, like these, the headlights I got on this. Those are plastic with yellow Sharpie. That's how you make headlights and taillights. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to have to tear those off and make them again. They keep falling off. And I've...
Tail lights.
Say what?
The tail lights.
No, the tail lights aren't falling off. The headlights are. These plastic pieces keep coming off because they don't stick well. So I know what I did wrong. What I need to do is I need to do some more paper. Matter of fact, I'll do that right now. I've got this. I can do it. Okay, so...
Alexander wants to know if you like folding tanks and 8 folding rotating turrets. You can build the Panzer 8 Moose heavy tank with fixed guns.
Yeah, that'd be cool, but I don't have time to do that. I need your help to build that. Please.
And then Rocket says it's actually incredible the amount of things you discover in your years of paper engineering.
It is, Rocket, it is. Well, if my brain didn't work the way it works, I wouldn't have probably come up with all these different ways to do stuff. Now, I want yellow. I want those headlights to be yellow. All right, now, this is packing tape on here. Back here is the tissue paper. Now, the tissue paper will glue to the headlights really, really well. And so...
The headlights or the spotlights?
The spotlights. Yeah. All right, the spotlight lenses keep coming off. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to color this with a Sharpie, just like this. All right, now what this is going to allow me to do is cut out the circles for the lenses on the spotlights. And once I get the lenses of the spotlights cut back out, I can take them plastic ones off, and I'm going to do that right now. This is repair work, okay, because I've had to fix them spotlights, lenses now like 6 or 8 times, and they won't stay on. All right, and I'm tired of fixing them. So now my brain came up with, and I'm sure it is my subconscious mind that did this, because, all right, this is Sharpie, or this is plastic. All right, it's that packing tape. Now, this is paper. All right, it's tissue paper. So, what happens is, see, those come right off. Darn things won't stay on. And so now, when I cut the 3 circles out of here and I glue them on, it's going to be paper being glued right onto paper. And because of that, it won't come off anymore. Because I tell you what, I was getting sick and tired of putting these things back on. All right. Now, there is some cleanup work that I have to do to this, and I can't get in there with that, so I'm going to have to use one of these. So what I'm doing right now is I am taking off the old glue and getting it prepped for the new piece. Wow, that doesn't want to come off there. Okay, so we don't worry about that. That one does have to come off. Oh, and that won't fit. Doggone it. Now, we pull that off of there. There we go. Okay, that is fairly cleaned up. All right. Now, I have to get out my circle template because I've got to figure out what size this was. I think they were that size right there, maybe. No, this one. Right there. 12 millimeters. Okay, so now we're going to take this piece. 12 millimeters. What? Oh, love you too, Eddie. 1. And I'm not pushing down on this pencil very hard. I'm just going around it a few times. 1, 2, 3. Now, I've never done this before, everybody. This is the first. I've never had headlights on a vehicle before. That was a first. I have made thrusters out of Sharpies, but never headlights. And these happen to be spotlights, so. But anyway, now you just cut that out of there like so. And I'm going inside of my pencil mark. And the littler nips that you use, the easier it is to make it look round. I had an argument back in 9th grade with a science teacher. He kept telling me things. See, I used to do string art, my own design. I came up with it on my own, and I made guitars and all kinds of cool stuff to hang on the wall out of string art. And I would make arcs out of straight lines. Okay? And I learned that. God, how did I learn that? I learned it from drawing arcs with straight lines. And anyway, I kept arguing with this science teacher that there was no such thing as a perfect circle. And I tell you what, he was so mad at me. He grabbed the handball off his table one time, and he pulled it up and he said, "That's perfectly round." And I don't know why I happen to have had a ruler in my hand. But I had a ruler in my hand because I was measuring something. Don't remember what it was. Anyway, he showed me, that is perfectly round. And I put the ruler on it right there. I said, flat right there. And his eyes swelled up, and he never talked to me again. I mean, literally never spoke to me again.
Eddie says there was in 9th grade in 23 million BC.
Yes, there was, Eddie. They were teaching me how to write on rocks.
You were teaching them, Mike.
I was teaching them? Oh, okay. Now we're going to take this here. Oh, wait. I don't have to do that. I can use this. Paper to paper. Wait a minute. No, because there's a lot of glue residue left over. Okay, so I'm using this quick glue. This is one of my specialty things that I do. And I was given this by Ketones, a friend of mine that was on TikTok. And so now what we're going to do is we're just going to coat this lens area with a little bit of this quick glue. Make sure it's nice and even and you got no bubbles in this thing.
Mike invented hieroglyphics.
Hieroglyphics?
Hey, fuck!
What?
Never mind. Never mind.
Oh, come on.
Scobie says a perfect circle exists mathematically, just not in the physical world.
Mathematically, it does? Well, here's the thing about a perfect circle. I proved there's no such thing. You can take any perfect circle, I don't care what it is. You can take any perfect circle.
He says it exists mathematically, not in the physical world.
Oh, mathematically? Well, wait a minute. How can it exist mathematically if it isn't in the real world? Okay, I'm lost.
Everything can exist mathematically. You can prove a perfect circle, radius, pi, all that kind of stuff.
Uh-huh.
But physically, there's too many things. There's gravity, there's pressure, there's materials. You cannot get a perfect circle.
Oh.
Things that are, there's a what do they call it? An association that does they do universal measuring. They're the people that they hold the universal weight measures. They have come the closest humanly possible to a physical sphere on Earth, in Earth's gravity, out of a tungsten ball that was sanded and fine-tuned over many hundreds of hours, but nothing perfect.
Huh.
30 minutes, Mike.
And the thing that gets me is if mathematically you can make a perfect circle, mathematically I understand, honestly, but reality alters that. Because I don't know why it freaked that science teacher out so bad. Because there was 6 months of school left. And in 6 months, he never uttered a word to me. So I don't know if I broke his brain or what I did. But anyway, that was my first encounter with speaking with an adult that I blew their mind. And so anyway, I've had a few in the past. That was just the most memorable out of everything that I've done.
GJ's got a good point, Mike. We shouldn't say that physically a perfect circle doesn't exist, because we're going to encourage those dumb flat earther idiots.
Well, flat earthers, yeah, I encourage flat earthers to prove anything because they can't prove something that's not true.
There you go, Mike.
Here I go. Oh, hi, Ruby. Oh, that's a very cool armband that you got.
Look it. Wait. Mirror.
All day.
Oh, those are cool.
Hey, Ruby.
Hi, Ruby.
Ruby, you got more people now.
Hi.
Hey, Ruby.
Say hello, Grant.
Hello. Grant. I have to go
Hello,
fight.
Ruby. Okay,
Grant,
bye.
look.
What? Damn.
Okay.
I'm very jelly.
I bit into a jalapeno right now when I tried to talk to Mike, and it was hot. I had to get off.
Uh-huh. All right, this is where tweezers come in darn handy, everybody. To put stuff in place. And you have to make sure that it stays in place because glue has a funny way of making stuff move. And I've learned that with trial and error over a long period of time. Okay, this is it. This is going to fix the light situation. Alrighty, now We get that in place. All right, and just I just got to keep tapping those down, make sure that they stay put. Anyway, that should solve my lens problem. Okay, Master Chief, thank you very much. Now, I think I need to glue this in place. And I believe that is where it needs to be glued, right like that. Okay, let's bend that down just a little tiny bit. And now I am going to scruff up the paint on here because I want the paper to glue to the paper and not to anything else, because the paint is not as strong as the paper. Okay. Now, as you know, I did not paint the bottom of this. So what I'm doing right now is I'm getting ready to put this in place. Now, I'll do touch-up paint later. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to add some of this here Elmer's glue. Works really good for all kinds of paper. And now I'm going to put some on there too, just cause. And now we put this in place, just like that. Now I got to hold it for a little bit, you guys. Like it won't stick to itself. Oh, wait a minute. I've got clamps. Yes, I do. Okay, we're going to clamp that down right like that. And then we're going to go over here and we're going to clamp that side down right like that. Oh, there we go, everybody. Now I can let go of this and let it dry. Does not matter. All right, everybody. We don't have much time in the show left, and I'm about done with the Warthog. Oh, I got to build, I got to paint that. Oh, that piece came loose. That's right. Doggone it. Not good.
Like some idiot asked about Donald Trump. So GJ says Donald Trump says the paper engineer is the most beautiful engineer ever. Beautiful.
Ah, that's fantastic. Thank you very much for the vote of confidence from Mr. Trump. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's got to go in like that. Okay. All right. There we go, you guys. Now I got that back in place. Once you paint this, there's little variances along here that will not show because the paint will cover it all up. And I got to build a steering wheel. I think, oh, maybe that's something I can show you guys how to do right now. Okay, Master Chief. You can get Master Chief out of the chair. All right, see, this is his hands, okay? Master Chief's hands are like that. Okay, so what I need to do is find something. Oh, look at that. That's too big. Okay, now I have all kinds of round stuff. See here? Yeah, whoa. All right, I gotta raise this up a little bit. I've been collecting round things for 16 years. This is my accumulation of round stuff, 16 years worth. Okay, so what I do now is I look at all these different round things. Oh, look at that, everybody. That's it.
Looking at round things too, Mike.
Yeah, I know, but your head, Eddie, is not supposed to be your focal point. This is a cap off of something. Not sure what, but it is the perfect round that I need. It's funny, I grabbed the first thing in there to make a steering wheel. So now what I need to do is I need to, well, here, come here, Master Chief.
20 minutes.
20 minutes to show lift. There.
GJ says Warthog is my first start-watch build, seen every day and excited to see the completed build.
Well, that's very cool.
He says he feels invested.
Well, that's awesome. And that was GJ.
Yes, GJ.
Oh, GJ, I'm glad that you've had a chance to see this build from start to finish. It's turning out pretty good, isn't it? Okay. Now, gonna check, make sure that's about right. Yeah, it is. Okay, so this fat end, and this end is narrower than this edge. And so now what I have to do is I have to make some strips of paper. What am I gonna use? Am I gonna use tissue paper on this? Huh. I don't know as I want to use tissue paper, but tissue paper is the best. Okay, reason tissue paper is the best is it's very thin. And so when you're gluing the tissue paper together, it like makes it super strong because it's just a very tiny thin layer of glue and a very tiny thin layer of paper. So the more layers you have, the stronger it becomes. So I think I'm going to use tissue paper on this because I want it to survive for a long period of time. Now, I already have cut these for the lightsabers, for the swizzle sticks. They're already in 1/8" strips. So I think I'm going to go ahead and cut these 1/8" strips, and I'm going to be gluing them all onto the steering wheel. Now I'm going to show you how to manufacture your own steering wheel.
Joy says that they are still riding the high from BTU this weekend.
Oh, awesome, Joy. It was a pleasure to meet you, your mom, and all your critters. And I look forward to seeing you guys at goose time. Oh, when your geese start laying eggs, I want to come over and teach you how to make egg ornaments. Okay. And I gave Joy and Scobie their picture autographed. The funny thing was, I was going to autograph it on the back, you know. I said, well, I can write on the front of this, but I can also write on the back of it. And they went, no, you have to autograph it on the front. We want to frame it. And I went, oh, okay. So anyway, autograph pictures, you guys, $30 plus shipping. Or if you meet me at the toy show, something like that, I'll autograph it in person for you. And you just have to be very careful. Tissue paper is so hard to cut. It wants to move around a lot.
Mike, can I say something to Rocket?
If you wish.
67, 67, 67, 67, 67.
Uh-oh. What's that?
Don't ask, Mike. It's gonna make you dumber.
Uh-oh.
Town. And Rocket's trying to think that it's mid.
Oh.
My good friend Max says everything's mid.
Oh. Yeah, well.
Scobie says it's already on the wall. Your sign pin is already on the wall.
Oh. Well, that still doesn't tell me what I need to know, which is nothing. I guess I don't need to know that.
No, man. Scobie says that your picture that you signed is on the wall.
Oh, my picture I signed is already on the wall?
Wait,
Yes.
Oh.
look what Ruby learned at school today, like just by coincidence. Good.
6, 7.
What?
Yeah, that's that stupid 6-7 crap, man, and I'm irritated right now that she even learned that.
Where did that come from? What in the heck? Were they watching sports or what?
It means mid. Like, yeah, Mike, your build is 6-7 out of 10.
Oh.
Something stupid like Rocket would say.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Oh, wow. Okay, you guys. And I'm thinking maybe, because I want this steering wheel to be strong. And I think that's going to be strong enough, but I'm not sure. I might have to sandwich some other material to it, because I just don't know how strong this is going to be. Well, I guess there's only one way to find out, and that's start doing it. Now, here's the deal with this. You have to get your glue around this piece first, okay? And you don't need a lot of it, but you do need it around here first, because the glue will not stick to the plastic. But it will stick to the paper. Is the camera angle good, Grant?
Yeah, good.
Okay, now,
15 minutes.
how much?
15.
15 minutes of show left, you guys, and I gotta go. Now, you can't use as much glue on this next layer, so you have to put this on really thin. Otherwise, you're going to have way too much glue oozing out everywhere. And the thing is, I've got 4 layers of paper to put on here. I am hoping that those 4 layers of paper are going to be enough, but it probably will not be enough. I might have to go with 8 or 10 layers. Now I take the extra glue and I just add it around there like that. And then I take and start my next piece right at the end of that one. Kidaki.
Shooter is in.
Shooter! Sorry you caught the end of the show, Shooter. Welcome to the show. I hope you had a good weekend, Shooter. Okay. And you just have to keep doing that over and over and over again. Now, I could have used a longer piece, but I don't like to waste stuff. And I had this, I had these already cut or already penciled out for another build. And so you just use what you can, whenever you can.
10 minutes, Mike.
10 minutes of show left, you guys, and I gotta go. I hope everyone had a fantastic weekend.
Hi, engineer.
Who's here?
Hi, engineer. Someone just saying hi.
Oh, howdy. How's everyone doing? I hope you had a good weekend. And now, this is, you kind of have to go by feel. All right, there's not any metric or any set thing that you got to do. I'm just going to keep adding this tissue paper onto this steering wheel until I think that it's right. And it doesn't necessarily mean it will be right. I might have to add more later. What was that, Grant?
Hi from Denmark.
Denmark's in. Welcome, Denmark. I'm sorry you caught the end of the show. and I'm tapping these ends here, or rotating's better than tapping. Because what it's going to do is it takes all of the longer wavy parts and it pushes them all into place. I hope you had a good weekend, Denmark.
Oh my God, you're making a Warthog epic.
Yes, yeah, it is an epic build. This is going to be Master Chief's steering wheel, and this is the Warthog so far. By the way, it is almost done, you guys. I'm gluing the seat into the Warthog right now, and so Master Chief will have a place to sit.
Mike,
Yes.
this is from Edrich. He says, I see something glowing in the distance. It's a bright red color. It looks like a ghost. It's speeding towards me now. I don't feel safe. Wait, it's just some hot tamales.
Okay. Yes, indeed. I have to. Titan, that's awesome. I'll be right to that in just a second. that was cool.
Yeah, very clever.
Yep, that was cool.
What made you go with a gold body instead of a classic green on the Warthog?
I like I saw in one of the pictures that I was looking at, I saw a gold and black Warthog, and I liked it. So, since I was building a monster truck for the monster truck series, I decided to go with gold and black. Hey everybody, this is something cool we do here. Get your hot tamales here, hot off the grill. Yeah, hot tamales, they're good for you. Yeah, get your hot tamales. You can put them in a frying pan. You can put them in the oven. You can put them on the bobby. Yeah, hot tamales, they're wrapped in a corn skin and cooked. Yeah, get your hot tamales here. And you might have a sweet tooth. If you do, hot tamales come in a candy. Thank you all for joining the phone show. And now, see, when this dries, because the glue will contract, all right, it will make this thing get tighter and tighter. But because of its roundness of this lid, it can't crush it. But it will make it so tight that when I put my next layers on here, they will have nowhere to go but right onto the original paper and glue. And because this is micro thin paper, it will make the strength of this insane. And so, what am I going to do now? Now I need more of these. I need more of them. And so basically what I'm going to have to do is cut some more. Wait, what? There. Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay, I need my... Say what?
Happy Monday, everyone.
Happy Monday, everybody. Absolutely. And so I'm going to make 4 more of these. And they will be put on tomorrow's show. I will be back tomorrow, you guys. Never fails. I will be here. Hope to see you all tomorrow. Basically 2 hours earlier. They're 6 inches. Okay, that's 6-inch pieces. I did 4 of them. So this first layer, this first piece is 24 inches of tissue paper glued to itself. And tomorrow, I'm going to put 24 more inches on it. And this is a 0.5 lead mechanical pencil. I highly recommend using them because you don't ever have to sharpen your lead or your graphite or whatever they want to call this stuff. All you have to do is put another piece of it in when you run out, and you've got a fresh bunch of graphite in your pencil.
Senor.
4 minutes? Oh man, the show went by so fast today, you guys. Thank you for following me and for putting up likes and just being the amazing human beings that you are. Thank you all for your support. And so, this is it. And I tell you what, this tissue paper is so hard to cut. Just my heartbeat is causing the scissors to do this. With heavier gauge paper, oh geez, this stuff's easy to cut. This tissue paper is the hardest to cut of everything that I do. And it doesn't matter what kind of tissue paper it is. If it's tissue paper, it's hard to cut. But I tell you what, these razor scissors do cut it nicely. I know if you're using tissue paper and your scissors aren't just dynamic sharp like these, it won't cut it. You can't cut it. It will not do it. It folds it over.
Ain't nothing but a gangster party.
All right, this is the last cut, and I got 24 more inches of tissue paper. And I can actually start putting it on there. I don't have to let it dry.
Rocket sent you $2.79.
Thank you, Rocket. Salute.
It's to distract
Right,
What, Eddie?
2 minutes.
2 minutes of the show left. Guess it's not working, Rocket. Sorry.
Joy says the show is a very needed dose of daily positivity.
Thank you, Joy. And since there's 2 minutes left, I'm just going to go ahead and glue some more of this on here. Now, the neat thing is I can just add that glue like that and then just slide this around here like so. And that puts it all the way around right there. Then you just grab a piece of this and you start it. Doesn't matter where it starts. And I can hold that to get a regrip on this. And where did I start that? Oh, right there. Okay, we take that right to there. There we go. And now we just put some more of this bonding agent, Elmer's glue or PVA. 1 minute? 1 minute? Oh my God, the show's over, everybody. Okay, here we go. And now, I just lick my finger and I go ahead and rub this wet finger around this way. And that should set that all up. Then put that down there like that. Okay, it's the end of the show, everybody. Thank you, everyone, for coming to the phone show. Thank you for being here and watching over us. Thank you for all your ideas and your comments, for following me, and for putting up all the likes you guys do. So, I will be back tomorrow, 2 hours earlier. I hope to see you all then. Until then, take care. Have a fantastic rest of your day. And be kind to one another. And let's remember something very important. It doesn't matter what you are. Does not matter where you are. Doesn't matter who you are. Doesn't matter what color you are. And it doesn't matter what religion you are either. We all live on the third rock from the sun. That makes us human beings, everyone. Let's start being better human beings. Good night, everybody. I'll be back tomorrow, 2 hours earlier. Take care.